here. We're here. We're in the studio. The shoot studio here.
This is the shoot room.
The shoot room, yeah.
Shoot room studios.
Yeah. All that stuff we talked about before is still on the plate.
On the
that
plate.
Usually doesn't make air anyways, right?
Yeah, usually. Folks, there's a lot at home that you don't know is even happening because we cut it out.
Yeah.
The power of editing.
Yeah, until we get a live show.
Until we get a live show, and then all those listeners at home can hear what we really think about.
Yeah. You think we have some hot takes now?
We have some hot takes now. There's some and not even wrestling related. We're talking political rants.
Oh yeah, film, music.
Yes, poetry, even prose and philosophies. Those things that make us smarter as human beings. The writings,
society.
That's
culture. What gives us the organization to be the most dominant species on this planet.
And to be the most dominant wrestling podcast on the internet,
That's
which happens to be hosted by myself, Cameron Osborne, Mike the Shoot Shepherd. That's who you are.
The Shoot Brothers.
The Shoot Brothers. We're 2 minutes into the show, and we forgot to intro the show. That's right, folks. This is a wrestling podcast. You know what's going on here. It's been another week. These are go-home shows. We have a pay-per-view coming up with WWE. Of course, we've got a tweet of the week, some trivia. We've got another AEW show coming on later on that we'll talk about, and our normal fun that we have every week.
All the fun. Throw some things in that you might not expect. You never know what could happen.
That you might not expect, like what's coming up next. I bet you didn't think we'd start talking about some news. Around the ring, around the ring, around the ring.
News.
Taking around the ring. Mike, you got some news for us this week.
Yeah, one of the big things that just happened last night or the day before, I don't know. Enzo Amore and Joey Janela getting into it a little bit at Blink-182 concert.
No shit.
Footage? Did you see the footage of this?
No, I have not seen this nor heard about this.
Yeah, so Joey Janela went up to Enzo. He was just kind of like joking or something. He's like, "Hey, I'm Joey. I want to fight you." And then Enzo got mad and they kind of squared up a bit, and there was like a big crowd around them, but no one, I don't think any really threw a punch. They just kind of faced off, and Enzo's like, "Yeah, you want to do it, boy? You want to do it?" Just talking.
So yeah, no one came to fisticuffs.
Yeah, I think Joey tweeted about. I think Joey kind of apologized. He was kind of more in the wrong. He just kind of tried to start shit and didn't really. But anyways, that was just kind of a little something.
Wow. And at a place that should be fun. You know what? I was at the Blink-182 concert on Sunday.
Oh really?
At the Budweiser Molson Amphitheater.
Yeah, it's still the Molson Amp to us.
Sold Molson Amp to us. Yep, that's right. Zach and I went, had a great time.
Nice,
Simple Plan was there, and
the openers.
Yes, I guess they were covering the Canadian leg.
Yeah, how'd they do? They play those few hits, you know.
They played all the songs you know, that's for sure, and songs that you didn't know were theirs.
Yeah.
So it was. It was great overall. It was great overall, and I hope those vibes don't go. I hope Enzo and Joey Janela can separate that beef.
Yeah, you know, turn this into they can make some money together. Turn this into a feud.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't think
I don't think
AEW wants.
I was gonna say I don't think
Enzo
they want anything to do with it.
I'm pretty sure not. You might want to stay away from that.
Yeah. Other news? You got news? I got a couple other news.
Hit me with it, baby.
Roman Reigns officially won the ESPY for his leukemia comeback.
Officially won the ESPY.
Beat out Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey for their various.
And Kofi. We brought up the ESPYs a little while back. I think I broke that news.
Yeah,
that it was even a thing.
Hot story.
It was a hot story. You know what? I think.
They went with the real life thing here. You know, it's hard to give it to someone that didn't. Just won a title.
Exactly. I think. Maybe for me, maybe Kofi Mania was more of a moment for me. But obviously,
that was more like an entertaining wrestling moment.
Obviously, you're giving it to the cancer guy.
Be kind of rude to invite him there, and then he just sits there.
Yeah.
And I saw a picture of it was like Stephanie and Triple H sitting behind him. They were all like supporting parents, like, "Yeah, Roman, we're so proud." But
holding his shoulder blades, like, "You got it, son."
Yeah, that's my That's my news around the ring.
There we have it. That was Around the Ring. I'm really looking forward to watching that Enzo Joey Janela footage.
Yeah.
Just because you never know. It could be a lot of fun. It could be a lot of fun.
But I've got one thing to address regarding last week's episode.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. It's a bone to pick. This is a new segment. I got a bone to pick. So last week's trivia.
Yeah?
I have to contest your trivia question, one of them you gave me.
Ooh, okay.
In regards to the highest pay-per-view winning percentage.
Okay.
Do you recall this question?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So I said Ultimate Warrior. You said it was Brock Lesnar with an 87%.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked around a little bit, and I couldn't find anything above 65% for his pay-per-view winning percentage.
Okay, and there's a contest. You know what? Let me go back on my internet history, and maybe we'll address it for next week's show.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there.
Hey, well, there you go. You know what? I could have been fed false information, or I could have read the information falsely. I think.
Yeah, it could just be, it could have been a different category or something.
And the simple click of a button could have ended up in a whole new area. So
yeah.
we'll try to double check that for next week. In that
this isn't just for me; it's for the fans at home. It's
for the fans at home,
wronged.
exactly. And if the fans at home have can also unearth certain information, they should contact us.
Yeah. So I looked up Ultimate Warrior. He was at 81.82%. So that was my. I don't know if that's the highest. I didn't do deep research, but yeah, that was fine. Anyways, that's the bone to pick for this week.
Well, there you go. We'll try to
brand new segment.
We'll try to rectify that for next week, and maybe see if we can get some answers on this, because this is big.
Yes, I mean, I trusted you.
Wow, that sounds. That sounds like I just betrayed you, in the hardest fashion or
storyline.
something.
We need some storylines on this show.
We need
Sometimes the Shoot Brothers need.
We need a reason for you guys to want to shoot together. That's what the fans really want. We'll get that information for them. One thing that is never contested, though, is the way we normally start off this show, which is always with the tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week.
Yeah.
It's purely factual. This isn't a numbers game unless it's some meme account making up a tweet. They photoshopped it to make it look like it was saying something else.
Yeah.
Which I guess could also happen. This is the internet we're talking about here.
Could happen to anybody.
Could happen to anybody. It could happen to or anyone, including our brand new Tweet of the Week champion, first time ever Tweet of the Week champion, taking it off our boy Seth Rollins. This week's Tweet of the Week goes to Sami Zayn. Sammy, who in a recently deleted tweet, he responded to a tweet saying, just from someone, saying, your 2020 campaign slogan is your last name plus 2020 plus the last text you sent. And Sami Zayn sent, Zayn 2020, just wondering if the idea of me versus Finn at SummerSlam got kicked around. And then he deleted it, and then it was gone from the internet's footage.
The old tweet and delete, but it's not gone.
It's not gone. Once it's out there, someone's going to screen cap it. Was this the last text that Sami Zayn sent? And who would he be sending that text message to?
I don't know, but I mean, Sammy versus Finn.
Is that a straight to Hunter text? Does he have Hunter on speed dial?
He hasn't been. We haven't seen him on TV now for a few weeks.
A couple weeks now.
Finn up until now he was MIA, so who knows? Maybe they're both frustrated.
That would be a major feud.
Yeah, that'd be a fun match.
That'd be a fun match. I think bringing SummerSlam to Toronto. I think Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn has to do something.
They got to have a big match, yeah.
They got whether they're together or whether they're separate, whatever it is.
Yeah.
There you go, Sami Zayn, one-time champ.
Boy.
Tough belt to defend. So good luck.
Yeah, he's brought it back to Canada, or maybe first time in Canada. I can't remember.
No, Chris Jericho's a two-time champ.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Can't forget the JR man.
The J, yeah.
And JE. Okay, Mike. Okay, let's get those formalities out of the way. That's not what the people want. The people don't want the formalities intro. They want the hard-hitting wrestling. Sports entertainment.
Oh. Was that a vibration?
There was a little vibrate. Oh, sorry, my phone's on vibrate. Sorry, that's probably what you heard.
That's all good.
That's probably what you heard. Let me fix that for you. There you go.
Yeah.
Hard
Monday Night Raw. Is that what we're saying?
That's what we're saying. That's what we're always saying, of course, because that's the week. That's how it starts. Monday. Okay, folks, we got go-home shows going on. For those of you at home, if you don't know what we're talking about here, that means it's the last show before the pay-per-view.
Yeah, they're going home.
This is where we get to see this whole Becky and Seth. Did you know they're dating? Did you know that?
But they're both men.
But oh my God. Easy there, JBL.
Don't go there.
Easy there, JBL.
Don't go there.
No,
New
Michael
segment.
Cole said it like it was like 12 times in this starting segment. So of course, Monday Night Raw's live from somewhere, and we just kick off right with a match right off the bat. We get Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch versus Andrade and Zelina Vega in a elimination match. But
okay, so this stipulation, we got to talk about that stipulation.
Okay.
Because it doesn't make any sense, the elimination in a mixed tag.
Until they start letting men and women beat each other up.
Yeah, which they used to. They used to have intergender matches, they would call them, which sounds like a term
actually, this past weekend, Sami Callihan and Tessa Blanchard were
I saw some. They fucking
going at
Tessa
each
Blanchard's
other,
killing it.
Exactly.
So basically, if you pin someone, you also eliminate yourself from the match. So, anyways,
it was weird.
That's exactly what happens because Becky Lynch locks in the disarmer. Vega taps out, so she's eliminated. But now Becky can't fight, so it's like, only the second elimination matters. Lacey Evans shows up to distract everyone. One of my favorite things, did you notice Lacey's hat was knocked off her head and fell to the ground? Mm-hmm. And then she just kind of like points to some random fans, like, pick that up for me. And he just hands it to her. And then she just snatches it back. Because I guess she was in heels, she'd want to bend over. But if I had that hat, man, I would have ran off so fast.
It was just gone to the concession stands.
That hat's mine. But yeah, that was funny. I think there was just a real moment. The fan was just so genuine. It was like some old guy with a mustache. Oh, here you go.
Oh, here you go, miss.
Yeah. Oh, and she just snatched it. He's like, oh, damn. I thought I was going to get that.
So Lynch and Rollins get the back-to-back eliminations.
Yeah.
The dub.
Seth and Andrade had a fun little match. They work well. Mm-hmm. Of course, there was that one big moment when Vega's interfering, and then Andrade runs Becky, pushes Seth out the way, so Andrade runs into Becky, crashes pretty hard into her. So there's some man-on-woman contact.
Well, yeah, and remember, I think it was last week, Baron Corbin tripped up Natty.
Yeah, that's right. So
it's somehow
maybe they're
more
easing their way in.
When
we can slowly start hitting women. And
yeah, it's somehow weirder when Baron Corbin does it. It's like, it shouldn't be Baron Corbin shouldn't be hitting a woman. But when Andrade does it, oh no, I'm somehow okay with it.
And there was this cool move where Zelina Vega did. She went for like a Hurricane Rana on Seth, but he caught her and held her like a Styles Clash, and then Becky runs and drop kicks her. And
that was pretty good. Yeah, I guess that's also like it's like you're helping, but you're not hurting.
There's contact.
There's contact.
They get the win. They celebrate on the ramp, and then Corbin attacks from behind. Lacey shows up and hits a big woman's right on Becky.
Big ol' shot.
Did you see the slow-mo? She rocked her.
Yeah, smacked right in the face.
Right on the jaw. Yeah.
Did not pull that punch.
So there you go. Winner takes all. We'll see that one.
We'll see that one next week. You know what? It was great to start Raw off with just like a match going right into it. Yeah, and a match that didn't involve Baron Corbin. So it was kind of like a win-win. Yeah,
so 2 weeks in a row. The week before they started with that big explosion match.
Right.
The match that led
the explosion match.
So two good openings. Just jumping right into a match without fucking 15 minutes of promo.
Yeah. Something new.
But then we do get the promo. Paul Heyman comes out. Brock, Money in the Bank, Extreme Rules.
It's his latest spoiler that he likes to give us.
So he has been 100% on the spoilers, or at least for the last 5 years.
Consistent, at least.
So maybe he's going to violate it, or maybe he has given us a spoiler, but he guarantees it's going to happen on Sunday at Extreme Rules in Philadelphia, which is the home of ECW. So
It wasn't until this promo where I remembered that Brock Lesnar has the Money in the Bank briefcase. I kind of forgot, so it was nice. It was nice to be reminded.
Yeah, for like the 1 week, everyone loved it with the Brock party, and then they just killed that. No more boombox. And
well, because he stopped showing up, so
that too. Yeah,
like if it was Brock partying every week, I don't know. The bit could have gone on for a little longer, but
they need to bring it back for SummerSlam. He just comes out with like a towel and his boombox and a
hey,
cooler.
I would love to. I would love to see Brock Lesnar. I would love to see Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Then we get another match. The Miz and the Usos versus the Revival and Elias, and this is 2 out of 3 falls, of course, because that's all Miz and Elias do these days.
Yeah, they had 2 straight, and then maybe they had a week off, and now they're back in. Now they're back into it, or
yeah. So Miz chases Elias around the ring, which allows the Revival to hit the Shatter Machine on the Usos, get the pin. But then the good guys fight back. Miz hits his Skull Crusher finale, ties it up, and then shortly after, the Usos get the big splash for the win. So yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we're back to this match format, right? Because of the whole television break thing and
the commercials, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So it's gonna get old fast if they keep doing this every week. 2 out of 3 falls.
Well, I think there was only one of them this week.
Yeah, hopefully that's.
Yeah, there was only the one I think on this show.
They found other ways around it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like
like
they're
those
finding
eliminations that don't make sense.
They're finding ways to split up matches. Why don't they just have like twice as many matches? Or fuck, I don't know.
I think eventually they'll abandon this.
Yeah.
This experiment.
Who knows? But I think we see the Usos. They're gonna get a shot at the Revival this weekend, and I think the Miz does not. So
yeah, I don't know what the Miz.
I don't know what the Miz is doing right now.
He hasn't had a big win in a while.
It's
been
a
just
while.
lost to Shane. He's just been getting bummed around. Yeah. I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah. Then we get some clips of Drake Maverick and his wife on their honeymoon with the 24/7 title. And yeah, they went to Orlando, which is funny because they live in Florida.
This was great.
Yeah, this was at Universal Studios, or like in front of Jaws, and he's just holding the title right in front of her face for the pictures.
Yeah, those were great. Those were great. This little this Drake Maverick is 24/7 champ. It's working. It's working.
Yeah. And then we go live backstage where his wife's just scolding him for having to play lookout, and then the Gaggle comes running after him. And
the Gaggle.
We'll see more of them later. Yeah. The Gaggle.
Yeah. You know what's one of the weirdest Gaggle parts for me is Titus O'Neil is not like a good-looking runner.
No, he's just like big and bulky.
Because he's so big and just like and like old, so his knees don't quite work the way they do. So and it's not a full run. The Gaggle it's always like a.
It's like a jog.
It's like a light jog that they make look a little bit more intense. But I think all of Lucha House Party was in the Gaggle this week.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there they go.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't spot any puppets or anything backstage. No Firefly Funhouse for a couple weeks.
No, there was I spotted a puppet later on.
Oh, did you? Oh, maybe I'm not being watching well enough.
Later on, I think it was when they when they do like just the backstage cut to somebody walking.
Yeah.
Just walking through. It was Ricochet, but the little pig was in the background.
Ah, the pig.
I forget what the pig's name is.
I forget his name. Yeah, he was introduced. He was introduced later on in the season.
He came in later. The Husky Harris of sorts. What's up next?
Yeah, and there's a recurring thing with Drew and Shane just picking on workers backstage, trying to recruit them to be a partner for Roman Reigns later tonight.
Did you see the one that was like the real short guy? And he's holding the beer, and then they're like, "Oh, bring this beer back to our place, or like bring these drinks back to my locker room because it's we're gonna celebrate." Did you notice that those beers were $15?
Yeah, like
what?
And that's American.
Is that what WWE think? Or Vince thinks that's what shit really costs in the real world?
Well, I mean, at Scotiabank, it pretty much is $15.
Fucking, oh my god, no, it's like 12.
If you want the large, maybe you want the large. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Either way, it's creeping up there.
It's creeping up there.
$15. It's 15 American.
American dollars in the States. Yeah,
that's fucking. You could get a case of beer for that.
You really could. You really could. We're getting advertised, though, that Rey Mysterio is going to come back and talk to us.
Yeah, he's going to issue an open challenge.
Which means Bobby Lashley has to answer that open challenge.
Yeah. How is he okay after last week? Like, Strowman, he's not around, but Bobby Lashley's fine? I don't know.
Maybe that's what it is. Like, Lashley's good to go, and Strowman is still recovering. So on Sunday, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like they both took the same explosion, but
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Right.
I'm not writing this stuff.
Yeah. And why? Okay, so we
think
get
anybody-
Ray versus Lashley, but Lashley wins in like a minute with like a quick spear. So, like, you brought Ray back for this return and just get him squashed. Why not have the Lucha House Party or something?
How much do you think Rey Mysterio wishes like he didn't sign that WWE contract when he came back?
Well, maybe he's perfectly fine with this. He's like, hey, man, I go up there for a minute. My son gets a job, Dominic.
Why? First, those are two things
I know you're
right
gonna
there.
bring
One,
up the accent.
That's always the same accent. You always bring it up.
I have to play. I'm in character. I mean, I get in character.
And secondly, we haven't seen Dominic in weeks now.
I know, but
He was
look,
on the up. Everyone wanted more Dominic.
Drake Maverick got his wife a job, so Ray's just trying to get his son a nice job, and WWE's got security. He's gonna have a job for life. So he doesn't mind working a minute match. He's done that like 3 times in the last couple months. Just worked a minute match.
Yeah, it seems like it. He's worked 3 minutes in the last 6 months.
Yeah, but so Lashley picks him up after the match. He goes to throw him through the LED board, but some refs come out, so he just kind of throws him into the pile. And that was Ray's triumphant return.
There we go. So that's nice.
Yeah. You know what else is nice? Your buddy.
No.
Your buddy. No, wait. Jose. No, wait.
I pray to God that I don't know. Yes, what were we saying? Okay, folks, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be so negative all the time. No Way Jose and Cesaro. I guess there was some kind of a challenge. I don't really quite remember.
I think Cesaro was just mad he didn't get the proper match last week.
Maybe that's what it was. But yeah, Cesaro takes over.
Quick
Jose, quick win.
Sharpshooter.
Yeah, Cesaro's getting built up lately.
Yeah.
He had some good matches against Ricochet, and then just kind of like tossing the jobbiest of jobbers aside.
Yeah, so there you go. Jose gets a match.
There you go.
Finally. Yeah.
And what do we call his gaggle of dancers? Are they also
the conga line?
Are they also a gaggle? A conga line?
The conga line, yeah. They're so far below the 24/7 title people.
So where did No Way Jose come from?
He came from NXT, but he wasn't even there that long. They just kind of brought him up to have a goofy character.
Yeah, but like why was he even like in NXT? Like why is he
I don't know.
Why did they hire him?
In NXT, some people kind of liked him. I don't know. People
Exactly. It's just so
I'm not
weird.
here. Why am
It's
I
so
defending No
It's
Way
so
Jose?
weird for No Way Jose and like a sociopath character to be on the same show. It just feels weird to explain to your kids No Way Jose and like mommy, daddy, what's a sociopath.
Why can't these kids ever just learn something for themselves?
Because they never do. Because they're on their phones and they're just sending dick pics. They're not learning about.
Well, if they're sending dick pics, they should be old enough to know these kind of things.
Yeah, but they're not. They're choosing not to, Mike, and that's really where things are going downhill for the rest of us.
You're hip with the kids. You know these things.
I know what's going on.
All right.
We are
so you
getting
know who
another,
else is hip?
We are getting another match though next, I think.
Well, we got some Street Profits antics.
Oh, they're back.
Just
Yep.
hanging around. Yeah,
Hanging around.
They're just cutting promos. They even said something about Kawhi Leonard. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Should
they
we bring
did.
up
I
Kawhi?
don't really remember what they said, or I think they just like
They were just like
said his
Shane could
name
pick
or
anyone to
something.
be his tag partner. It could even be Kawhi Leonard.
And he's like Kawhi Leonard. It was a weird ad, but sure, why not?
Yeah. Anyways.
But the in-ring competition we are gonna get though.
Yeah.
After that is the Viking Raiders.
Oh wait, I think there was a couple other things. Just real quick, there was Mike Canales with Maria, and she wants ice cream and pickles, so she's ordering him around.
Yes.
And then, then a quick like split screen interview with Bailey and Nikki Cross, just about their beat the clock challenge.
Is that right now? Split screen interviews are so not worth it.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, so they're just same shit. Alexa's using you. Nikki says no, she's my friend. Blah blah blah.
Right, because they're setting up this beat the clock challenge.
The beat the clock, the classic.
The classic beat the clock. Bailey and Nikki Cross both get separate matches. Winner chooses the stip.
Yeah. But then we do get the match you were leading us to.
I just wanted to get over it just because it's kind of like
the Viking Raiders.
it's just like a war. Yeah, Viking Raiders squash.
Yeah, two
and
local jobbers.
Drake
get beat
Maverick
up.
kind of comes in halfway through with the gaggle.
Yeah, and then Truth ends up face to face with the Vikings. Then he just dips, and then they all run off.
I think this is for those of you counting at home though. This is 3 squash matches in a row for the Viking Raiders. I don't know if you guys are caring. It was also like 3 straight on the show. There was
Pretty
this
much, yeah.
Cesaro, there was this Cesaro, and then the Bobby Lashley.
The Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 straight squashes.
The
Eek.
next match we got some actual wrestling, I guess. Ricochet versus Luke Gallows. Anderson and Styles escort him to the ring, and they all cut promos before the match. Gallows in control. He's beating Ricochet early on, but Ricochet counters, and he gets a pin out of nowhere for the 3 count. So then AJ tells him to, he says, hey, you said you could take all 3 of us, so take on Anderson. So Ricochet versus Carl Anderson happens right after. The club's trying to interfere, so Ricochet's got to deal with all that bullshit, but then he hits the 630 for the win. And then immediately after, AJ just jumps in, starts beating on him, and the club, they all beat on him, and lots of heat from the crowd for them.
Lots of heat for heel AJ and the rest of the Good Brothers.
I'm liking it, though. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I'm liking the brotherhood that's back.
I think it's like these guys are the heels we want, and Shane McMahon is the heels we get. So so Shane and Drew are the heels we get. So
and this is a good storyline for Ricochet. We're getting good matches out of it.
You know what? And going and he kicked off the match saying, like he was saying before, like I'm gonna beat one of you, and then the other guys are gonna go at it. So like let's just go for the second one. Let's go for the third one. He's looking like a great face right now. I gotta say, top face on Raw? Question mark?
Yeah, definitely. Like he gets the great reactions from the crowd. No one's booing Ricochet.
I mean, and even Seth Becky is on the verge of getting repetitive on their.
No.
I mean, of course, anything involving Baron Corbin is repetitive.
Yeah, it's a black hole.
So I think Ricochet is kind of cruising around one of the top faces on Raw right now.
Yeah, and that should be a great U.S. title match.
Yeah.
Any match with him is going to be pretty good.
Of course. I'd love to see where this feud goes leading into the Summer of the Slam.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Because who knows? We got to start building to that card sometime shortly.
Yeah, next week, right after. Next Monday.
Oh, my God. I think we're getting that Beat the Clock challenge next, though.
Yeah, we get a little bit of backstage. Drake and his wife. He's all excited. He survived the night as champion, and then Truth and a referee pop out from the equipment box, and then Drake runs off, and then the ref hops on Truth back, and they chase after him.
There you go. When will the hunt end?
Yeah, that was it for Raw. Though. That's the last we see, I believe, with the 24/7.
That was the last we saw from the week.
Oh yeah. There wasn't really any SmackDown.
There was none.
But yes, then we do get those Beat the Clock challenges. Bayley versus Sarah Logan, who hasn't really been seen much on Raw. She still comes out to the Riot Squad music, even though she's on Raw.
And like the Riot Squad logo.
Yeah, I think she needs her own. And where's Liv Morgan? I haven't seen her in months.
Nope, since that brand split post Mania, we didn't see Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan came out more Viking than ever.
Yeah, is she the one that's dating a Viking Raider?
She's married to one of the Vikings.
Yeah, and then Nikki's married to Killian Dane, I think. Nikki Cross.
Oh, that's cute.
I think
they're both Irish, I think.
I think she's Welsh.
They need to go balls deep on Sarah Logan and the Viking Raiders.
Yeah,
she came out with the pelts and the fur, and she was going like "ow" to the fucking
she howls.
thing.
She's a she-wolf,
but it still said like Riot Squad.
Yeah, she needs new music, new videos or graphics, and
the whole thing.
She gets a singles match, which she hasn't had in a long time, probably.
Did you hear this though? That like the Riot Squad was only supposed to last for like 3 weeks or something.
Oh well,
it was on the Riot Squad table for 3. They talk about how they all came in with like their own look because it was just supposed to be like to get them on the show.
Yeah.
And then Vince just kind of forgot about them. and then they never got separated. But it was supposed to be like they come in, Sarah Logan had her and Ruby Riott has her look. They each have their own thing.
Yeah.
And so there you go. There's the women's division for you. And here's the women's division for you. Bayley and Sarah Logan kick off the Beat the Clock challenge. They go like, ow, or something like that.
Yeah, Logan gets a little bit of offense here, but
which is weird
Bayley,
because she was the last eliminated from the Rumble just
was
like
she?
8 months ago. Yeah, Becky Lynch eliminated Sarah Logan last. Remember, because we thought Sarah Logan won it.
I thought it was. I didn't remember the last person being Logan, but
yeah.
Anyways, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. But a weird place for her to be. She lost.
Yeah, Bayley hit a sunset bomb into the corner for the win instead of the Bayley. So yeah, kind of a second finisher for her, which is fun.
Yeah, because the Bayley to Bayley has always felt like underwhelming.
Yeah, it's not the greatest. So she gets the win at 4:32. So that's the time Nikki needs to beat. Nikki Cross versus Dana Brooke, the woman that Sarah Logan fucked up a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But she's back. She's fine.
You watching main event there, Mike? You watching main event every week?
That's yeah.
I bet No Way Jose is all over main event.
Yeah.
I bet.
Nikki versus Dana. Dana runs around a bit to kill some of the clock, but Nikki still manages to beat her with the swinging neck breaker with 1:50 to spare, so lots of time. So Alexa Bliss, she gets to pick the stipulation for her title match at Extreme Rules. And then after the match, Nikki tells Bayley to get in the ring because she wants to say something. And she just tells her all the same shit. Alexa's, she's my friend, you don't know, and I'm going to make the match 2-on-1 handicap match. And I'm going to help Alexa take your title. And then Bayley slaps Nikki and hits the Bayley to belly in the elbow drop. But so there you go, 2-on-1 handicap match for the title.
I mean, if this is a 2-on-1 handicap match, I wonder, does Bayley have a friend out there that could help her in a time of need? I don't know. I'm just gonna have to watch and find out.
Yeah, some purple-haired character.
I don't know. We haven't seen Bayley with many friends lately.
Yeah, someone who would have a title high up the corporate ladder. Like a what's the word? What's that word?
What is that word? So this is going to be the match. I think we get the signing the next night. Kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah. Fun storyline. See how it, we want to see Nikki help Alexa win.
And 2-on-1. We like stips over here at the Shoot Brothers podcast. So we're all good. But I think it's main event time.
Just a quick, more backstage the finale of the Mike and Maria. She brings them some ice cream and pickles, and she gets all mad. She's like, "You trying to make me fat?" And then she says, "I'm not even sure you're the one who impregnated me." So it's an good old-fashioned who's the father storyline. So I hope this culminates in like an episode, Moment of Bliss, like Maury type talk show setup to reveal the father.
Okay, you are the father type situation.
Yeah, we have like 5 wrestlers who are all suspects. We line them up and we go over, and someone gets revealed as the father. Yeah. And like Big E will be out there and he'll be like, "You are not the father." And he jumps up and starts high-fiving people in the crowd. He's so and then we'll have a live screen of the baby backstage. Just watching.
Whoa, so are you suggesting right now, Mike?
We're going to use the
No, not only use the baby for storyline, Mike. Are you suggesting that the WWE writes 9 months in advance and will keep a storyline going for this long?
Yeah, and then so Big E's high-five. He runs backstage to the baby. "I'm not your daddy."
You know what, Mike? I hope that this story can go on for 9 months and keep me on the edge of my seat. So
there's my long-term booking for you.
There's your long-term weird fantasy booking.
Yeah.
Okay, it's main event time. So Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre are going around backstage, and they find this janitor with a limp.
Yeah.
And they tell him, "Hey, for $5,000, you can be Roman's partner. Just stand there. Don't worry."
Yeah.
Right? And I think it's $5,000, right? It's hard to say no. It'd be hard to say no to $5,000. You just got to stand there. But they tell him, "Okay, you know what? To save yourself or something, I don't really know, wear a mask." So there's a camera filming this guy where Shane's saying, "You don't want people to know it's you, it's embarrassing, put a mask on."
Yes, even though he's already been shown.
But he's been shown already and then told put a mask on. Okay, so we're getting that match. So we get Roman Reigns and Gary Garbett.
Yeah, Gary.
The masked janitor versus Shane and Drew.
Yeah. The crowd was hot for Gary. They loved him.
Yeah, you know,
Roman.
Gary the
Roman
GOAT.
Gary the GOAT. Roman was leading in the match early on, but then when Gary got tagged in, he started hitting some lucha moves, and he was getting all fired up. The crowd was chanting for Gary. But unfortunately, Drew hits him with the Claymore, and Shane covers him for the pin. And then after the match, Shane was like, who the hell was that? Because of how well Gary did. They go Roman and Gary, they take off his mask to reveal it's Cedric Alexander.
Cedric Alexander. Okay, I feel like this could have gone one of like a few ways, and this was the wrong way for it to probably go.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like you could have not taken the mask off at all.
Yeah, because it's funny, because in one night, the Gary character was more over than Cedric kind of has been in the past year. Like, people were excited for Gary. They were cheering for this Gary guy. And then when you found out it's Cedric, you're like, oh, it's just Cedric.
Like, exactly. If it was a throwaway little funny bit, and then Gary, and then he never took the mask off, and we led the rest of our lives believing that it was that limped janitor.
Yeah, he had one night of glory.
That would be fun. Or if Gary Garbett hadn't just gotten the loss, and then it turned out to be Cedric Alexander, who I feel like they have been. We've seen more of him lately.
Yeah, he's been doing the 24/7 stuff.
If you're gonna push Cedric Alexander, that's one thing, right? Like, have him get the sneaky win on Shane.
Yeah,
if you're trying to set up the future down the line, but having him. And then it was the way he took his mask off and he was immediately smiling, like he didn't just take an L.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was weird, right?
Yeah, him and Roman were in the ring as if they didn't lose. Yeah.
Just because this character
Cedric
was
main
so
evented.
Over. Main evented, that's true. And it almost made me totally forget that The Undertaker has a match on Sunday. So
yeah, I guess that was completely the opposite of The Undertaker's character.
It was completely the opposite, I guess. Maybe that's what they were going for. But that was the week. That was Raw's main event.
Yeah, that was the end of the Monday night.
End of the Monday night. There you go. Last Raw before fucking Extreme Rules. So there you go, kids. Hope you liked it.
Yeah.
But then, since Raw is over, I think it's about time for us to take a break.
Yes, the old break.
The old break, because nothing says Shoot Brothers like a little podcast break. But when we come back, we're gonna play some trivia. We got SmackDown Live, and then we have a pay-per-view to preview.
Yeah,
so,
we'll run down some cards.
A couple cards too. So you're gonna want to stick around for that, folks. We will be right back.
Let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah.
And we back.
Bow.
And we back. The fries to the hamburger, the controller to the console. You can't have one without the other. The second half of the show, the second half of the Shoot Brothers podcast, and this is it. You're listening to it right now.
Yes.
Must be exciting for I love as a listener of podcasts. I love when that second half comes around. I think to myself, "Oh boy, I'm living it right. I'm in the second half."
Yeah. But then it's a little sad. You're like, "Oh no, it's almost
no, it's almost over. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
but
no.
That just means we're that much closer to another episode next week.
Which means you get your second half fill next week. Because the folks at home, they want to enjoy the shows.
Yeah, they want more trivia questions.
More trivia questions. And of course, we always do start off our second half with our trivia. Trivia. Woo. Trivia. Woo. Trivia for the week. This is for those of you who don't know what happens. There's questions who are asked. Mike's are often far better than mine, but I always hold in there with my questions. So, Mike, you probably have an elaborate game for us to play where I have two questions. So, Mike, what do you have what do you got this week?
All right, I've got 4 questions.
Of course you do.
This week's game is Wrestling Tri-Bond. So are you familiar with the game Tri-Bond?
Never heard of it.
It's kind of. I think it's like I don't even know if I have the rules right, but I'm going to give you 3 things, and you tell me what is similar about them.
Oh, Tri-Bond, just what okay, I get it.
Yeah, so like the 3, it could be a word, it could be something about them, it could be,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how about you give me a couple, I'll give you a question, and then you give me a couple more, and I'll clap back at you.
All right. Okay. So here are 3 things. A face paint wearing wrestler, a small sharp pain, and the singer of the Police.
That's fun. I think the things that bring all those things together would be Sting.
Yes. So yes. They might get harder as they go, but
They might, but listeners, but now we know what's happening.
yeah, now you know what's happening. So here's the next.
Okay.
3. All right. Jeff Hardy, John Cena, and Kurt Angle.
What did those 3 guys all have in common?
Yeah.
Now, I imagine it's what you're looking for specifically. I imagine like there's probably like I could say something that they have.
Yeah, you can say something.
You
could say something, I'm sure. But it's probably easier than any elaborate thing you could come up
Yeah,
with.
probably. I'm going to say they've all held the U.S. championship.
No, they all wrestle under their real names.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But see, have they all won the United States championship?
I don't think Kurt Angle's
We don't
won
think
the
Kurt
US
Angle's won?
championship.
Okay.
But they've all won the world championship.
I could have said that. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah. Anyways, it's usually not. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. That's 2.
Okay, cool. They all wrestle under their real names. Interesting. So I guess Vince can't own your real name.
No, exactly. So
He can only give you a new name that he then owns.
yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. I got a fun Extreme Rules related question. Okay,
All right.
because that's the pay-per-view this weekend. Those of you at home who don't know what that means, the rules are extreme.
Yeah, that means there are no rules in many cases.
In many cases, the rules are too extreme for normal.
Boundaries.
Yeah, normal boundaries. That's what it is, right? So my question for you is, at Unextreme Rules, who cashed in their Money in the Bank briefcase on who?
Okay, so it's happened at one Extreme Rules on Money in the Bank cash-in?
Yeah, I thought maybe going, because you're so smart, Mike, I thought if I went specifically, you would.
What?
I thought if I was too specific, you would get it.
Okay, so who cashed... Wait, so the question is who cashed in at Extreme Rules?
Yeah,
On who?
I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much
Okay.
it. Who cashed in? And but winner if you know on whom.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Extreme Rules, because Extreme Rules has moved all over the place on the calendar. So sometimes it's like been in April, June, July.
Oh, okay, you're thinking time of the year. Like, what was the
Yeah,
what was
'cause
the
that's-
when you were watching this pay-per-view? You looked outside, and what was the weather like?
Yeah. Extreme Rules. Damn, I don't know why.
It can be tough. There's some tough. There's some tough trivia questions out here.
I'm gonna say.
Okay, what is it? What is it?
Okay, I'll just throw a name out there. CM Punk.
CM Punk. Know who he cashed it in on?
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy. There you go. I knew you'd find that one.
Okay.
'Cause see-
I searched.
It was.
I searched the bowels of my
You
mind.
searched the bowels of your Wikipedia up there. Yeah, it was actually at the first Extreme Rules. Jeff Hardy just defeated Edge in a ladder match for the World Heavyweight Championship, and then CM Punk came right out and took it right out from underneath him.
Yes. Can you tell me which month it was, or do you know?
It was in June of 2009.
Okay. I knew it was a summer.
You know what? And that's why I knew if I was too specific, you'd get it right away.
Yes, thank you for. I just had to think it out and talk it through, and we got it.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right.
Okay. What's next for me, Mike?
All right. So these three, what do they have in common? We got Maria Kanellis, Lita, and AJ Lee.
I'm gonna say they've all held the women's championship.
No, that'd be.
Damn it.
No, Maria never has, anyways.
Oh, okay.
But they all dated CM Punk.
Is that true? Is that
That's
is
true.
that in kayfabe world or out of kayfabe
No, that's
world?
real. That's real. Maria, Lita, and AJ Lee. So yeah.
Wow. So CM Punk's
bad.
just
CM
laying
Punk.
CM pipe everywhere.
Yeah.
Way to go,
right.
way to go, CM Punk! Just making your rounds across the professional wrestling women's
Yeah.
division.
But now he's married. He married AJ. He just had to find the right one
Exactly. Well,
you
hopefully it was the third. Third was the charm. Third time was the charm, I guess.
that we know about.
That we know about. That's a good point. You know, there could be a
Could
whole
have been
other
Natalia, Beth
Maurice.
Phoenix. Who knows?
You never know.
Maurice. Oh yeah.
They're all fucking. They're all fucking. Okay.
Okay. Final one here.
Yeah.
So we got The Undertaker, a super wrestling fan, and Sexual Chocolate.
A super wrestling fan.
Yeah.
See, that's what's getting me right now. A super wrestling fan. The Undertaker.
And Sexual Chocolate.
Oh my god. This is tough. Because yeah, when I think Sexual Chocolate, I think Mark Henry. But I also think of there was a movie where somebody's playing, and the guy's like a jazz singer or something, or like a funk singer. And maybe there was wrestling in that movie. I feel like I'm laughing. You're laughing, so I feel like I'm onto something.
No, or maybe not.
Fuck.
I'm just trying to picture this movie that you. I don't know this movie, if that helps.
Fuck.
that
I think
you're-
they used
that
to
you're
call.
trying to describe.
They used to call John Jones Sexual Chocolate too. There's a lot of things. It's a super wrestling fan I don't get. So I'm gonna say that whatever the movie was, The Undertaker was in it. Whatever that movie was.
Okay, I don't know what this movie
God
is,
damn it.
but
God damn it.
so the answer is they're all Marks. So a super wrestling fan is a Mark.
Oh
Sexual
my
Chocolate,
God.
Mark Henry.
And Mark
And The Undertaker's-
Calloway.
Yeah, Mark Calloway. So that was my. Yeah, they're all Marks. There you go.
That was a good one.
Yeah, they weren't all good, but that one was.
I like that one. A super wrestling fan.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Marks.
Yeah, we're gonna find what I'm talking about also, whatever this movie is, because that's
Yeah,
also
some
very
jazz-
important because
Some jazz singer, Sexual Chocolate. I don't know.
and maybe I was thinking maybe they went to like a wrestling show in the movie or something, but maybe not.
You let me know.
But maybe
let
not.
me know if you find this movie.
I got a second question for you here, Mike. Okay.
Yes.
So 2 years ago at Extreme Rules, we saw a very similar match to a match that's on this card currently. What was the match and what was the stip?
A match that was similar to this card.
Extremely, like 99.9%.
2 years
so
ago.
close to being the exact same match with a little tweak on it. A couple little, a little.
I don't know. It's hard to think 2 years ago. All those pay-per-views bleed together.
Yeah, they really do. Now that we get 14 a year.
Extreme Rules 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
but
what's the so the match? A match that's pretty much the same that's happened.
there's
2 years ago?
a
That's what I'm trying to find.
match which is extremely similar
Yeah.
in a way that I can't specify because that might give the answer away.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I know.
I'm just trying to think of titles
And
what?
and
Um,
I'm always putting you on the
I don't know
clock.
why.
I know. It's
I
because
know,
it's because
I'm
and
blanking.
you want to get them right too, which is
yeah.
because it's a challenge to you. You're like, I should know
Yeah,
this.
I feel like the it's in there.
Like
It's
I
just a
should know
matter
what's
of
going on. Yeah,
finding the right drawer to open.
exactly.
To release the content of your mind.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's tough. You can secede at any time though if you want to, or
I just need to guess something.
yeah, I'm just trying to fill this dead air right now.
I know,
if
it's,
this was Jeopardy, you would have lost your wager.
Well, they edited it. They edited it.
No, I'm pretty sure they'll go
Well,
right.
Jeopardy, yeah, you have a
They'll go
timer.
right into it. There's a time limit.
All right, I'll just I don't know. I'll just pass it on.
Not even gonna take a guess.
I don't know. I feel like my mind's blanking right now.
Yeah.
I can't even think of the.
And that's the thing, your mind doesn't usually blank. Well, Mike, you are so close. 2 years ago, we saw Alexa Bliss and Bayley go at it already. We've seen this match before. It was for the Raw Women's Championship, and the stip was a kendo stick on a pole
I remember that.
match.
That
Remember
was
that
awful.
from happening. You know what? This match is there's a little tweak. We're still getting Alexa Bliss Bayley. It's for a different belt
they're-
and a slightly different stip.
Yeah, their feud. The first time it was pretty awful. This time it's much better. Much better storyline with Nikki Cross thrown in there.
At least, yeah. 2 years later, it really shows what 2 years can do.
Yeah,
That is for
and
sure.
one of the top matches for the show. I'd say.
There you go. And there's
All
trivia
right.
for that's
Yeah,
trivia
I
for
look-
the week.
All right,
That's what it is.
we'll bounce back next week.
We'll bounce back next week, but let's bounce forward to yesterday's show. That's right. We're talking about
Bounce forward to yesterday.
That's right. We're talking about the Blue Brand. We're talking about WWE's SmackDown Live coming to us from somewhere. But this is the Go
New
Home
Hampshire.
show. It doesn't even New Hampshire. That's the home
I
of where
believe.
it all happened.
Yeah, and they show us some footage of earlier in the day when Ziggler and Owens are arriving, and they get into a big fight in the parking lot. And, yeah, everyone has just Owens' lips busted open or something, and Shane's livid. He kicks Owens out, tells him to go home, and their main event's canceled for tonight.
Yes, I think Bo Dallas was there separating.
Yeah, Bo.
One thing I never understood are the other guys separating guys in that kind of situation. Like, why does Bo Dallas care
Well, I mean,
that
at the
Kevin
end of the
Owens
day-
is slapping on Dolph Ziggler? Like, what's in it for him?
At the end of the day, they're all on the same team. It's like
I guess.
people start fighting in the locker room or on the ice, on the field. People separate them.
That's a good point.
People are always separating fights, In baseball, when the dugout's clear, some people are fighting, some
Someone's
people
gonna
are
step in
separating.
there and try to separate it. That's a good point. That's a good point.
But it doesn't work. Owens, he comes right in through the crowd and he starts talking on a microphone, cutting a hot promo on Shane and saying what we're all thinking about. He's got too much power, too much TV time. Nobody wants it. Then Shane comes out. He cuts off his microphone, so Kevin grabs another one. Then Shane just goes right over to the sound guy at his mixing board to get it figured out.
Grabs another one.
Yeah, but then Shane just grabs the headset from commentary and he keeps cutting his promo, talking about Shane stealing TV time from guys like Buddy Murphy and Apollo Crews, Asuka, Kairi Sane. And it's true.
Now, could the people in the arena hear the commentary mic?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because I thought they
But-
would have popped a lot more if
Yeah,
had
but,
they been able to hear him.
Yeah, so that was just for us at home
That was nice.
or watching illegally on the internet.
But still at home.
but-
doesn't matter where.
Yeah,
Doesn't
at
matter
home.
where you're watching.
Could be anywhere. Could be at the cafe.
Exactly.
The cafe.
Pardon me. Where could it be? Where could it be?
I don't know. Finn Balor versus Nakamura.
Finn Balor versus Nakamura. Okay, first of all, just right before we move on, this was a great way to open. This was an incredible opening, I thought. It was great.
Hot.
An opening that didn't revolve a recap or just fucking Tom Phillips talking or somebody coming down to the ring, cut a promo, or even having that earlier in the day segment than just straight to, yo, I'm still pissed. It was,
so it helped.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a great way to start off the show, I thought.
Yeah, it wasn't a promo that dragged on. It was quick, but it made its point, and the crowd agreed with everything Owens was saying, so there you go.
Agreed. So there you have it. But we are getting, so right after that, we do get a match coming right up. We're getting Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura in a non-title match because, in case you forgot, one of these guys have the title. And in case you forgot which one it was, it was Finn Balor. And in case you forgot which title it was, it's the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, it's like the battle of the misused talent here. This was like this could be a headlining match at any show in the world, but it was still it was actually a pretty decent TV match for these guys. Nakamura got the win. He had a couple Kinshasas, and so surely he'll have a title shot now after this.
Surely. You know what? I want them to go back to, or rather, I'm surprised they're still sticking with the other Shinsuke music, the non-sing-along version. You know, when the band comes in there, it sort of seems like we've forgotten about the sing-along version.
Yeah, let's let the fans have their fun. We love to sing along.
Exactly.
Like Sami Zayn didn't change his music. People still sing along,
even though he's a heel, even though he came back as a heel, we can still.
Yeah, we don't need that rap version with the guy or whatever.
With whatever it is, it's just not as fun.
It's not rap. It's just like
yeah, whatever it is. Well, presumably it's like Japanese. It could be like Japanese hardcore. I have no idea.
I'm sure they're speaking words, not just.
Yeah, I'm sure they're saying something.
Vince just told the guy to go in the studio. It's like, I'll sing that little.
Sing that. A big win for Nakamura, who really needs. He's had a forgettable last year, and it sets him up for a championship match with Balor.
Hopefully
somewhere down the line.
Hopefully not on the pre-show. Let him have a nice long pay-per-view match.
Maybe at SummerSlam or something.
Then we go. Samoa Joe does a quick promo, and then we get the contract signing for the SmackDown's Women's Championship match,
which is great. Which is it's not you love the face-to-face interview. Backstage, Charlie's doing her best.
Yeah, she's in the ring now.
She's in the ring now, which is great.
In ring Charlie.
In ring Charlie, which is great.
Yeah, but Alexa's not here.
Nope.
So apparently she had a sinus infection or something.
Is that kayfabe?
That's the word. That's the word. No, that's the word.
So that's not actually kayfabe.
That's the truth, Ruth.
Truth, Ruth. So we get the signing. Bailey's just trying to reiterate all that shit, right? Like, yo, she's gonna play you, dog.
Yeah, and Nikki's like, I'm Nikki.
I'm Nikki. Play with Nikki.
Yeah, but she knows. She's like, fuck you, Bailey. Alexa, stop it. Alexa's right. You attacked me last night, and Bailey's just like, are you really okay with helping someone else win a championship? What happens when Alexa loses and she blames you?
It's a good point.
Yeah, so eventually, she's just, Bliss is not using me. She promised that on Sunday when we win the match, that they will hold the title, not alone, but they will become the first ever SmackDown Women's co-champions. So that's
there you have
that's
it.
One way.
It kind of seems like been there, done that on the promo, but they could be co-champions, and then what happens?
Yeah, I'd like to see where that goes, because I think Nikki would be all about that, and Alexa might be a little more selfish. We'll see. But we do get a match right here: Nikki Cross versus Carmella. Carmella gets a little bit of offense, but Nikki gets the win easily with her neck breaker, which is a strong move right now. That's the no one's kicked out of it. That's the one.
Yeah, I think that's her thing. I guess her thing is the.
So she's looking strong. Other than that one loss to Bailey, but other than that, she's been beating a lot of people, and there you go. And then we do get some quick footage of that match that was talked about weeks ago. The Kabuki Warriors versus the Iconics. We weren't allowed to watch it, but the Warriors got the win, and so they earned themselves a future title shot, which brings us right backstage to the Iconics, and Paige comes up to them with the Kabuki Warriors, and she
Paige
says,
is back.
Yeah, Paige is back.
Wow.
She says we have a matchless schedule. We want that title shot tonight, but they can't. They say Billy's sick, so they can't. And Paige just calls them clowns and slaps her right in the face. And the Iconics back away. And so, but that title match is coming.
It has to. It can't not.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do it on Extreme Rules. Can they save it for SummerSlam? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, well, I mean, it would sort of seem like a waste to throw it in, right? I think last I read, there's already 10 matches on this fucking card already.
Yeah, and I'd rather have them have some time to have a nice match. And,
they deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you have it.
Then we get some more tag team action. The Tag Team Title Summit, which doesn't mean anything. It's just a regular triple threat match.
It's a normal triple threat match, but they have microphones, I guess, so they're allowed to talk. I'm not really too sure.
Yeah, so New Day versus Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery. All three teams cut some promos. During the match, Otis hits this great double stalling vertical suplex on Bryan and Xavier, just had them both held up. So that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then, they all have a big sequence. Otis, Bryan, Xavier, they're going back and forth. Odin hits a big pop-up power slam on Xavier Woods, and he gets the pin and the win for the team.
Who knew that trash talking could turn into a match?
Well, this match was already planned, I think.
Who knew?
The Summit.
What was that? What did I like in this one? Yeah, Woods was chopping down Rowan, literally, I think, a couple times on those mics.
Like a tree? Like a big redwood.
Like a big redwood. But more excited for Sunday? Maybe not, but
Still be a good match, though.
Still be a good match, you know?
It's kind of weird that they just kind of gave it away here, even though we're having the same match pretty much on Sunday, right?
But like the 3-way version or like the full, like a full. Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah. One thing I like about Bryan and his promos, he always puts his opponent over pretty good. Like he's like, New Day, you have some of the best matches ever, but you guys are a joke.
But you guys are a comedy act.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough.
But should be fun. Should be a fun match on Sunday.
It will be. It will be. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to those teams.
Yeah. But then we go backstage to catering. One of my hot angles going on right now. Mandy and Sonya, they cut in front of Ember Moon. And then Ember talks about how she beat Mandy last week. And Sonya's like, oh, we are over that. And believe it or not, that brought us closer together. And then they do a quick lesbian glance into each other's eyes.
Oh, my God.
Did you see this?
Okay.
Did you see this quick glance? You had to have looked for it.
But
the kind of glance that suggests we're going to start licking each other from crack to
oh, my God. What if
slit.
Oh, my God, Mike. What if it just has to do with friendship? Can't
this
they
is
just
more
be
than friendship.
Friends?
And I've sniffed around, and I think other people might be believing this as well.
You know, other weirdos.
Why can't this be a thing? Why are you fighting
why
me
does
on?
it have to be a thing?
It doesn't have to be. I just see the signs. I feel like, I'm very keen. I miss the puppets in the background, but this is not going over my head.
This is something you're definitely not missing.
All right, we'll see where it goes.
We'll see
I'm telling you.
So on the shoot meter is it's high?
Remember how you felt about Dean Ambrose? I'm going all the way with this.
Okay. There we have it. There we have it. You were going all the way to the top with
Okay, here's my guarantee. By the end of the year, there will be a kiss between the two of them.
See,
at some point.
Am I
a mouth, not a big makeout, even just a kiss.
No,
on the lips,
I get what you're saying.
And you're pondering. You're not even saying it's not possible.
I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying I don't know if it's a good move.
I'm not saying that either. I'm reading the signs in front of me. The tea leaves are there. This is mine.
Because it seems weird to get like gays over in wrestling by using a real gay and a non-real gay.
If they're treating it, I don't know. If they're treating it like it really is, they're in love. It's a relationship. What's the problem?
That's a good point. And then does that mean we bring in the first male gay wrestlers? Like, why does it have to be two beautiful women?
It just happens to be.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
We'll keep our eye on this from week to week.
From week to week, yeah. We'll. Yeah. Well,
the point
I'm
is,
not. You probably will. You're gonna make a whole theme song that's
dated.
gonna be like, like yeah, like on Mandy Watch or something, and then you're.
But the point is, they tell Ember to go find a tag partner, and they'll face them next week. So we're guaranteed to have some sort of follow up. We don't always get to see everyone week to week, but I'll get my continuation.
So who knows? You know, I mean, this could be leading up to this could be leading up to a SummerSlam match also.
Yeah.
Right. With Ember Moon, which would be great for you. Weirdo.
What's wrong?
I'm just calling you a weirdo.
Well, good angle. Then now we get the big reveal. We go to Aleister Black. We get another split screen. They're really into the split screen angles this week.
2 weeks, yeah. It's like they're like, oh, it worked last night. Let's do it again.
Yeah. So they got Aleister Black on one side and an empty chair on the other because his opponent has chosen not to identify himself, which just pisses Black off. But then you know what? It didn't last long because he enters the frame, a little guy in a suit, and then he sits down, and it's Cesaro. So happy it's not Bray Wyatt. So good. This should be a good match no matter what.
This should be a great match. You know what? I think these are both guys. Well, I mean, you know, Cesaro's been on the ups, and Aleister Black, you know, hasn't had a match yet. So I mean, I think he really also needs a win.
Yeah, and Cesaro can
so
put on a great performance.
How do we take two guys who need a win? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they'll let Black have the win. He needs it a bit more.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so there you go. We finally got the conclusion, or at least something, so Black can be in the picture from week to week more often now, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have time. Well, see, and then, you know, if they want to make a Black Bray thing happen.
Yeah.
But you can't make it. Like, that's a WrestleMania feud.
Yeah, they need to. We just need fucking Bray to show up. We've been waiting. Maybe he's just at home with his baby. He's newborn for a bit.
His baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JoJo and his baby.
Let's get to the main event though.
Yeah. Well, there was another. Remember last week? There was another quick Shelton Benjamin, Tim and Eric style thing.
Oh yeah, what did he say? It was like something, and then he just like
he didn't even. They just ask him a question, and then he just like smiles and like shifts his eyes around, and then just leaves. They just zoom in on his face.
Yeah,
they've done that twice in a row now.
Weird.
I don't know what they're getting at.
It's weird.
It was weird. Yeah, it was weird. But yeah, then the main event: Roman Reigns versus Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, just kind of nothing crazy, nothing terrible, just standard match between these two.
With Shane on commentary, though. Can we talk about?
Oh yeah,
it was a great time to have Shane on commentary.
Yeah, and of course, Drew and Elias come out eventually to help Dolph. So Roman does the big Superman dive over the top rope, and he overshoots it again. He nearly lands on his head.
A little bit. You know what? I appreciate guys who go over the rope instead of through the rope.
Oh yeah,
I've always been an over the rope supporter.
Yeah. Just so they either got to move further back or he's got to. I don't know. Either way, it looks good, but. All that commotion allows Ziggler to hit a super kick on Roman, but then Owens shows up out of nowhere, hits a stunner on Shane, and then Ziggler throws Roman back in the ring, but then he gets hit with a spear, so Reigns wins to end the show.
And it seems like they were cutting it close there, too. It was
like as soon as the pin
it was gone. You know what?
They were right on the mark.
Shane's good at taking the stunner. I think
that was great.
It's a move that you got to take very well.
Yeah. Xavier sold it well a few weeks ago as well. Mm-hmm. He was like a fish.
A fish just flopping around.
And it's such a good, everyone loves the stunner. Such a good baby face move. When he hits that at SummerSlam, the roof's going to blow out. Who knows?
Hopefully. Well, I mean, he's got to be in a match. That's what we were talking about.
He's got to be in a match. Yeah.
But there you have it, folks. That is your SmackDown Live, your go-home show before the Extreme Rules you know what I'm talking about, the Extreme Rules pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Which, let's just get right into it, though. Because we're coming off hot. We're coming off hot off SmackDown. Yeah, of course, Extreme Rules, which means that sometimes the rules are extreme. And sometimes they're not.
There's only really a couple extreme matches on here, but let's start right at the bottom there. The Revival versus the Usos for the Raw Tag Team Championship. Just a regular match, but should be a good one.
Should be a good one. You know, Usos have done nothing much lately, and this belt has sort of just not really been defended. Revival's been part of the storyline with Shane and Drew, and the belt feels a bit stagnant, like many of the belts in this company do. Except for that 24/7 title. Boy, that thing's fucking moving.
Good. So this will probably get put on the pre-show or something, but should be a great match regardless.
Should be a good match either way.
Know what they're doing.
Next up, we have Strowman and Lashley in a
Yes,
last man standing match.
Yeah, so they can go all out. I don't know. I'm sure we'll see them brawl to the ring, to the ramp, wherever. They'll have some sort of big stunt set up. What are they going to break this time?
Yeah, what are they going to break through this time? Bobby Lashley hasn't been on like a winning streak or anything in a long, long, long time. I feel like Braun Strowman hasn't won anything either. It's going to be tough to see kind of who goes over here.
Yeah, I mean, they could have saved that big explosion spot for this match and just had a double count out, but
yeah, it's like when the two strong men go at it, it's like who's the stronger of the strong men? Yeah, who knows?
But I mean, yeah, well, it'll be a bit of a slow match, but we'll get those big spots, so the crowd will probably have some fun. So
someone's going through
we'll
something.
See.
You can guarantee.
Yeah, someone's guaranteed tables, chairs.
Something. We do have Ricochet taking on AJ Styles for that U.S. title. Of course, Ricochet has been the champ for about a month now or so, a few weeks.
Yeah, you got it at the stomping grounds there.
This is just one of those guaranteed good matches.
Yeah, like this has potential to be match of the night. I'm sure the clubs will be there on the outside trying to fuck around.
And then they'll get banned from ringside, and we know how the game's played.
The old umpire, you're out of here!
Out of here.
Guaranteed great match.
Really looking forward to this one.
Just like the next.
Yes, just like the next one. Aleister Black and Cesaro. You know what? I think these guys have huge potential to. I've looked back. I can't find a match that they've had together before. I'm trying to find if they've encountered each other on like PWG or whatever it might be. Can't find that, but I think these guys have. They can both do everything.
Yeah, let them have some time. Give them 12, 15 minutes and just go all out.
Yeah, certainly no pre-show for this thing.
No. Hell no.
No, hell
Not
no.
for Aleister Black's first single pay-per-view match. Get that coffin entrance and
oh yeah, and the the little rickety thing and all the dun dun. Keep moving on though. We were talking about it before. We have a triple threat tag match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. We have the DB Rowan Train, the New Day, and Heavy Machinery. Kind of anyone's game right here.
Yeah, I mean, Heavy Machinery could win it. They've had a bit of steam going the last little bit. The crowd likes them, but crowd likes all these guys. Crowd likes the New Day, Daniel Bryan. If he's in Washington, they'll love him.
I think they're in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, Philly. Well, Philly's gonna love Daniel Bryan as well.
I think anyone's gonna like Daniel Bryan. You know what?
Yeah. This is another match that could, it could steal the show if they just have a hot tag match and lots of close finishes and people diving in to make saves
and Daniel Bryan Daniel Bryan brings up a division no matter where he is, no matter what he's doing, whether they lose this or not. The tag titles are on a good path. Yeah,
they've been much better than the Raw, big part because of him.
Seriously. We do have will probably be another pre-show match at the Cruiserweight Championship. Drew Gulak and Tony Nese. I think this is a rematch, I guess.
Last month was Triple Threat, but these two were in it. They took out Tozawa, but that was actually one of my favorite matches from the pay-per-view last. So this should be a good match, but once again, no hype because no one watches 205 Live.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but no, it'll be a good match. So pre-show
always is. Okay, here's another stip. We got a stip for you, folks. It's the handicap match. It's the SmackDown Women's Championship. It's Bayley defending against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
This has shenanigans written all over it.
Yeah, it's got to have shenanigans. So I'm thinking at the end it'll lead to Nikki Cross getting the pin, and then she's like happy. They give her the title, and then Alexa Bliss just like snatches it away and starts celebrating, and then Nikki's like, "Oh, okay," but then she's still happy. But Alexa just cares more about the title than celebrating with Nikki.
Or Nikki turns on Alexa.
She could do that.
She could do that too, right? She's crazy. She wants to play.
There's a bunch of different ways they could go.
There's so many things that can happen in this,
But I want to see them share the title. I want to see Bliss and Cross win it. I think it's the next step for their storyline, other than breaking them up already. So
and
I don't want to do that yet.
Can you recall a time in the past where people have shared a title?
They did actually do this with the women's a long time ago with Michelle McCool and Layla. They were called like Lay Cool, and they just kind of shared the belt.
Odd.
They actually cut it in half at one point. It was kind of weird.
Oh, really?
But and then they've done it like tag titles with the New Day and other things like that. But
yeah, I know. I was just thinking, if there was a
but
singles belt.
it has been done once. I mean,
Cool.
It is what it is. But yeah, I'd like to see them share the title. But it would probably be like Alexa Bliss just hogging it all the time, and Nikki Cross is just her little lap dog.
Who knows? Let's get on to we're down a step, but for the WWE Championship, we have Kofi Kingston defending against Samoa Joe. Little, and Samoa Joe's great at taking 2 weeks of build and making something happen out of it. He's great at this.
Yeah, he's just a mean-looking guy, and he's just. Yeah, he never cuts a bad promo,
Never has, never will. So when is Kofi Mania gonna stop?
I don't know. I think I don't think Joe will win here because it's just like too small of a moment, it seems, or too small of a pay-per-view.
That is right. I guess Samoa Joe's maybe a full-time SmackDown guy now. I don't even know. By the way, folks at home, you know how hard it is to edit in the Wildcard sound drop these days? It used to be so easy. You're like, yep, there's going to be 3.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I don't even feel like they acknowledge it on TV.
They don't.
Anymore.
No, they don't. They don't acknowledge the Wildcard rule. And I would know it because Michael Cole doesn't blast it into my eardrums every now because now the big thing that he blasts into our eardrums is Seth and Becky dating.
Yeah,
that's another thing. So which who knows? Kofi seems like he's been a little bit stagnant lately, right? I think like the championship hasn't really gone much after Mania, unfortunately. But a big match could bring it back up.
Yeah, he's looked strong. He's winning all the time, but yeah, those Ziggler feud didn't really do much for us. No. And Samoa Joe, he's had all. Eventually, he's got to win the title.
Eventually, he has to. He's like 42. I'm pretty sure he has to very, very soon.
And he's so good, and he's he comes close all the time, like his feud with AJ and this one, and
never does.
But he'll get it. Not this time, but he'll get it.
Let's move on here. We have a no-holds-barred tag team match. We have The Undertaker and Roman Reigns taking on Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. Of course, Undertaker came back a few weeks ago to tell us, like, yo, I came back because fuck you or something like that.
Yeah, he wants their souls, their wayward souls.
That's what it is. So it's really hard. It's really hard for me to see Undertaker and Roman Reigns losing this one.
Yeah, but I mean, Shane's on such a fucking winning streak.
Shane's on such a streak, does Roman take the pin? So no holds barred, everything is sick, right? Everything's allowed?
Anything and everything. It's a tag match. They do still technically have to tag in and out, but they can come in and interfere as long as they want.
And it may be safe to say Roman Reigns is going to be doing a lot of the work in this one, too.
Yeah, Roman and Drew should carry it. Shane will do his awful punches and everything and start sweating like a tomato.
Look like one of the drained tomato, hairy drained tomato.
Yeah, I mean, since it's no hold bar, they can use the gimmicks, the tables, and hopefully that'll be not a train wreck.
Yeah, oh my God, hopefully not.
Because I mean, the rest of the card, this actually looks like a pretty good card. Like this is the only match that has potential to not be that great.
It would be another problem of the last couple, or at least I think there was the Undertaker match with when they were against Brothers of Destruction. It was just that it went on for 25 minutes. This is not a match that should go on for 25 minutes. This is a 12-minute thing.
Yeah,
12 to
have
15
some shenanigans, your chairs, your kendo sticks, all that shit,
and then get out of here, bud.
Yeah, spear, tombstone, whatever you need.
So up next, probably what the main event will be is this winner takes all mixed tag team Extreme Rules match. As they threw all the steps into this one fucking match.
Last chance. You forgot the last.
What does that even mean?
It's the last chance. If Becky or if Baron and Lacey lose, they don't get another title shot.
Oh, okay. So they threw 4 stipulations into this
last chance, winner takes all, mixed tag team extreme rules
match for
the WWE Championship.
Oh my God, for both the Universal Championship and the Raw Women's Championship. So we have Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch taking on Baron Corbin, Lacey Evans. If Baron and Lacey lose, they don't get any more title shots. It's mixed tag. No, so winner take all. So if one loses, they both lose.
Yeah.
Mixed tag, so the men have to fight the men and the women have to fight the women, and Extreme Rules, so anything goes.
So you could beat the shit out of the woman if you want.
Are you allowed to chair shot Lacey Evans in the face? Open chair shot.
You're allowed. You're allowed.
It's extreme.
So.
I don't know. It's what can you say?
Would Seth do it? I don't know.
This would be this would be huge if Seth and Becky lost.
Yeah,
It doesn't seem like that's going to be the case, but
yeah.
this would be like
in these kind of matches, whenever they have like a weird stipulation like this, where like people can lose, it never happens.
Yeah, you know what? It seems like one of those things. It would be way too convoluted if Baron and Lacey remember that TLC matchup a while ago or like a few years ago that was supposed to be the Shield's reunion. But Roman Reigns was sick, so they replaced him with Kurt Angle. But then it was those guys against Braun, The Bar, and like the Miz. It was like in Kane. It just gets to be too silly, and anytime something's too silly, usually that's no one's losing the championship.
Yeah, exactly. So the easiest thing to do is just have Seth and Becky win. They'll be like Extreme Rules, so they can do some shenanigans, but at the end of the day, I'm sure they'll stand tall.
I'm sure they probably will go into SummerSlam, where maybe something can happen after that.
Yeah,
right.
On their own, separately.
And there you have it. There's your Extreme Rules card. That's the whole thing.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing.
It should actually be a pretty good show.
It looks like it is going to be a pretty good show. Do we want to quickly go over a few of the matches on Fight for the Fallen?
AEW, All Elite, they coming for you, Vince. Better watch out. It's too sweet.
Yeah, so my biggest match is Cody and Dustin versus the Young Bucks. That should be fantastic.
Of course it will be. I think anytime the Young Bucks do anything, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then you got Kenny Omega versus Shima. That'll be fun.
We have Brandy Rhodes and Allie. I think it'll be Allie's second match. Brandy Rhodes' first official AEW match.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. Adam Page, the Hangman versus Kip Sabian.
And Adam Page. Then of course this is the last AEW event before All Out, where Adam Page will be taking on Chris Jericho for that AEW heavyweight belt.
Yes.
Which so Adam Page, keep that steam going.
Yeah. And then there's a 3-way tag match. We do get the debut of the Dark Order versus.
So those are the guys, the folks at home. Those are the guys who have been popping up and fucking with the Best Friends. Lately, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson.
Yeah, there's their names.
Yes.
So now we know.
Now we know who they are, and they're taking on Angelico and Jack Evans, as well as everyone's favorite, or at least my one of my favorite tags out there in AEW, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
Yeah, that's who I'm rooting for.
That's who I'm rooting for too. Of course, similar to the Best Friends match, the winner of this match gets a first round bye in the AEW Tag Team Championship tournament.
Yeah, so that should be.
Which will debut in the future. This one's going to be tough, I want, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus are definitely the faces coming into this, but the way they've been building up this Dark Order, not to say they can't make it into the championship, but it sort of leans towards maybe them getting a win here.
Yeah, so we'll see where it goes, but. Yeah, something on the line at least.
Something. Yeah, exactly. There's something on the line. It's always nice when something is on the line. I also heard that Dr. Britt Baker will have a match.
Yeah, I like her.
But her opponent hasn't been announced yet. I did hear that she was going to be on the card in some fashion.
Yeah, we'll see. So they'll have something.
So there you go. Any other matches that stand up for you here? We have SoCal Uncensored going up against the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be fun. Both good teams.
Yeah, of course. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a 6-man tag with all those kind of mid-carders, and Sean Spears making his fucking big comeback after that open chair shot.
Yeah, and he's teaming with MJF
and Sammy.
Whoops. Yeah, and Sammy. So, yeah, that'll be fun.
And then, of course, I think we do have the Librarians are going to be involved somehow. Sonny Kiss is taking on Peter Avalon with Leva Bates. There was this really funny bit on Being the Elite this past week where it's just it's the Young Bucks, right? So it's just Matt and Nick sitting down at a table, and they're like, "Hey, we need to start booking AEW. We're gonna start 5-year booking." And then they keep going over, like they're bringing the Librarians in for every single thing. and they're like, so world heavyweight match, lights go out, someone messes around, lights come back on. Who was it? Librarians. Great. And they're like writing it down, and they just envision like all the classic things that WWE would keep doing, and just like librarians. Great. It was a good little bit. Those little snapback, those little chirps are still going strong on being the elite. Just so you know.
Yeah.
If you're into it. Maybe we'll see John Moxley come out.
Yeah, who knows? This is kind of one of those.
This show is on Saturday, and I think I did see that John Moxley's bracket for the G1 is on Sunday. I think that is what I saw. I think he's in the bracket that's not performing in the States. So who knows?
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything's impossible, but
Yeah.
nothing.
I mean, this is another one. I think this is another free, like they're giving it away for free, I think, right?
Yeah, it'll be free on Bleacher Report Live. I know the proceeds to the show go to help victims of gun violence in Florida, in the Jacksonville area. So it's a charity event more than anything, I think. But
yeah, and I think it's not quite as big as like All Out and Double or Nothing.
Yeah,
so
I don't think we'll see anything explicitly like crazy.
Yeah,
And
that's why some of the guys aren't there, like Jericho and whoever else.
Yeah, exactly.
But either way, it should be fun.
Yeah, either way, it should be fun. There you have it, though. There you have the Fighter Fest. Fight for the Fallen Fest.
Yeah, Fight for the Fallen.
Woo! Okay, Mike. I think it's about time to wrap up the show. Let's throw out our wrestler of the week.
It's the wrestler of the week. Wrestler of the week. Of the week. Of the week. The wrestler of the week. Of the week. Of the week. Wrestler of the week. Of the week. Of the week. The wrestler of the week.
Yeah. All right. This week, I'll go with Kevin Owens, just because he was great. Great character work. Good promos.
Yeah, and he cut down the product, of what we've all been complaining about, or what the fans have been.
Yeah, he's speaking what we're all been saying.
He's speaking the truth. He's speaking what we all want. My wrestler of the week. My God, this was a tough week. This was a tough week to pick out some talent. I think on these go home shows, I always think they're going to be a lot more exciting, and then they never end up being as fun as I want them to be. But I got to give my wrestler of the week to Backstage Charlie, because, like we said before, she's in ring Charlie now. We're seeing her more, and she did this one thing when she was interviewing. She was about to interview somebody on SmackDown, and then Paul Heyman came in and just sort of walked around her and left. She did this thing I've never seen a backstage interviewer do. Was that she actually acknowledged the weird thing that happened, and then said in a voice like, "Anyways, my guest here tonight is," because anytime weird shit happens, nobody notices it happens, or the commentary will just they won't respond to something weird happening. They just go that gesture of like, I don't know. And the fact that she just adding that little bit of her being aware of the weird shit that's happening, it changed I don't even remember who she was interviewing. Like, after that moment, I was just like blown away. So
character growth
for Backstage Charlie, in ring Charlie,
and she is, she's good. I like her.
Wrestler of the week. There you go.
There you go, Charlie.
There you go, Charlie.
Girl.
Okay, folks, that's all the time that we have for this week's show. Remember, you can rate, review, like, and subscribe to the Shoot Brothers Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, YouTube, Google Play, wherever you listen to shows. Remember to give us 5 stars. You want to sub, 5 stars, comment. Anything you want to do. That's what it is. Because we're out here shooting. We're going to be back here shooting next week. I know we will for sure.
Oh, yeah. More content.
Because we're going to lead up to SummerSlam. SummerSlam weekend.
Jump right in.
Where it's just going to be, we're going to be recording like 14 shows. We're going to go to like just walk around the Toronto area with a recorder and microphones, just hoping to run into somebody
Yeah.
Because you never know. They're all going to be in town.
Could
You
happen.
know what I'm saying? It could happen. Okay, folks, that's all the time we got here for the Shoot Brothers Wrestling Podcast. Mike, we'll talk later, buddy.